This is the 5th time I'm making this video because I forgot to turn on my mic and I did not know exactly how to make this video properly. So let's go ahead and introduce myself. Hey, what is up guys? My name is Jet and this is Jet Streams. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys what are scenes and how to set up a scene. It's actually very simple. I had one of my friends, I'm going to be linking him somewhere on this video, I'm not too sure, probably at the end of it. Thank you for asking this question and for asking for me to make this video for you. So what a scene is basically like a chapter to your stream. So it allows you to split your stream into multiple different type of categories. You're starting soon, which is you starting soon, so you could use that more of a template to let people know that you are going to be starting soon. If you still have a couple of things that you have to set up and you just need that little extra time right before you go live, it just allows people to know that you're coming on. I usually use that time to send out in my social media like a notification, or even my close viewers, hey, I'm going live right now, do you guys want to join? Or I just put it up on Discord, and it allows me to just do that while I'm going live, because there is somewhat of a delay when you do go live for the very first time on Twitch. So what a scene is, like I said, it's like a chapter. So for example, right here I have my full face. Let's go over here to live, because that's where I need to be anyways. So this is my live screen. What you're looking at right now is OBS. I know that I don't have much on it right now. I created a duplicate so then I don't have to mess up my original page while I am trying to teach you guys this. So let's go ahead and turn off my webcam so then you guys can see exactly what you should be looking at. So what you're looking at right now is OBS. So OBS, this part right here, this bottom left hand side corner, is where all of your scenes are. So within those scenes you have different things, which are these sources. So the sources are in each individual scene of what you're trying to do. So right here in my live, you have my webcam, you have my alert boxes, you have my chat boxes, you have everything that I'm trying to use, my display captures within that scene. So when you first started, it is a blank slate. So let's go ahead and do that right now so then I can teach you guys. So all you really have to do is just come over here to this little plus sign. When you click on that plus sign, this will pop up. You can name it whatever you want. I'm gonna call it starting soon. It's better if you have an accurate name, but you can name it whatever you want, so then you know exactly what you're clicking, because when you're live you can't be sitting there just thinking about anything. Sometimes you have to act like everything is seamless, even though it takes some time for you to think and process. I know it's not that difficult, but it is for me sometimes. So once you finish doing that, you just click done. You're gonna get a blank screen. So let me go ahead and do something really quickly so then this can make a little bit more sense. So this will be your OBS, like I said, back at it again, but instead of all these reflections, you will just have a black screen. So for right now, we're just going to be adding on an image. So I would strongly suggest to do all of your editing on Photoshop, create your own personal image, so then it could give more of a personality. You can add any image you want when it comes to your scenes, but I would strongly suggest to create your own. If you do not have Photoshop, you can get a 7-day free trial. Also, you don't have to buy it individually. You can use the teacher and student discount that they have. So instead of paying $50-something for each individual program, all you have to do is pay $20 and you get everything. You get your Premiere Pro, you get your After Effects, you get your Photoshop, you get a whole bunch of other things. I don't use all of them, I just use those top 3, and so you guys can feel free to do that. In the bottom below, if I manage to upload this video onto YouTube, which probably I will, in the bottom below in the description I will have a link to their website, so then you guys can feel free to do that. I am not sponsored by them. I do not get anything from them, but I have been working with Adobe for many years and I love them to dear heart. They never failed me. So please feel free to go over there, try their 7-day free trial, even if it's just to make your scenes and that's it. Take advantage. So to make a little bit more sense of this, all you really have to do is just come over to this little plus sign. So this little menu will pop up. Here's where you add anything you need to onto your scenes. So like, let's say your alert boxes, which is usually an essential, your chat boxes, stream bosses, view counts, sponsor banners, media share, anything that you want to be adding onto your OBS, you can do it here. Usually the standard stuff is where it gets a little bit more nitty gritty, and you can go ahead and edit more in your own personal view. So like, let's say if you wanted to do a display capture, just like how I am doing right here, so then you guys can see this, all you have to do is just click on the display capture, and you know, you just add a display. If you wanted to add a window, a specific window, like let's say your gameplay or your Photoshop or anything like that, as long as the window is up and is viewable, you can see it onto your OBS. Your video capture, you can add your let's say your webcam, or like let's say a capture card, you can use that. But today we're just going to be working on a starting soon scene. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is just come over here to images. When you're in images, just click this so then you can add a new image. I'm gonna just call it starting, just so that I know which image I am doing. Right before I get onto like loading up the image, I'm gonna just give you a pro tip. Anything that you're adding on to whatever scene that you're using, whether it's a webcam, GIFs, images, text message, anything, it takes a CPU, it takes some load on your CPU, which sometimes you can get frame rate drops. Definitely when you have a very intense game of like, let's say Apex, or let's say your YouTube, or whatever it is that you're trying to do or watch, it's going to take a lot of load of your CPU. So whenever you're not in a scene, just press unload image when not showing, so then whenever you are in a different scene, it's not taking so much resources from your computer. So always make sure to click this. Just click here on browser and search the image that you want to be using. So with me, I'm going to be using an image that I created on Photoshop, which is my starting soon. All right, so once you added your image in, it's going to take up the entire screen of your OBS display. I had to re-edit it so then you guys could see it more in the perspective of what I would be looking at. The image is up, and all you really have to do, as a pro tip that most people don't know, whenever you add an image and it's too big for your screen or too small for your screen, all you really have to do, like I'm just going to show you as an example here with the display capture. Let's go ahead and change the size of it. All you really have to do, if the image is too small or whatever it is that you're trying to add is too small, like let's see your gameplay capture, display capture images, just right click on it, come over here to transform, and then click fit to screen. It's going to take up the entire screen. You don't have to stretch it, you don't have to mess it up. I know sometimes a little tedious, you know, when you have to just keep on shrinking the image that you want to be using. So that's one pro tip that you guys can use. So once you are here, right now basically you're done. So if you already have the other images of your ending and your be right back, then you can, you know, all you have to do is just add it in and that's it. But if you do not have anything that you've created and you're trying to create a different type without having to use Photoshop, all you really have to do is just go over here to the little plus sign. Let's move this box out of the way so you guys can see it a little bit better. Come over here to images again. Move this again. And once you're here, just like before, just add another image, unload it. And the image that I'm going to be using today, it's going to be this one. Basically, like you can use any background image you want. If you're stretching out the image, just make sure that there's no pixelation. It's just going to look really ugly, and it's just not going to look appealing. So try not to stretch the image too much, and if you have to, if the image is too small, it's going to show pixelation. So just find a different image and the problem will be solved. Once you finish doing this, all you really have to do is just click on the plus sign again. This time we're going to add a text. So in the text, all you really have to do is just create a name for it. Once you finish doing that, you can use either Google fonts. You can find your own font. Just take your time, find something that really suits you. And from there, all you really have to do is just type whatever you want. So like, let's say starting, already messed up, starting soon. So instead of stretching the wording, what I strongly suggest, so instead of stretching the wording, all you really have to do is just come over here to font size and just click a font size. Usually I try to go big, so then when I shrink it, you don't see much pixelation. So since I'm going to be using it against a gray background, I'm just going to leave it white. Once you have that, you just put it wherever you want. Either you make it smaller, you can place it at the bottom, you can place it at the top, you can place it here, you can place it wherever you want. But for now, since it's more of a title of what exactly this scene is, I'm gonna just leave it big and in the center so then people could actually see it. So once you finish doing that, I tend to use my starting soons, my be right backs, and my ending to set up a schedule or set up my social media, so then people know that during that time that I am not visible, they can go over there and just take the quick breather to just follow you on social media, either it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case may be. So for that, what I tend to use is these PNG type of images. So what a PNG is basically just has a transparent background. All you really have to do is just shrink it to whatever size you want, place it wherever you want, and just like before when you wrote the text, you're just gonna add that text right next to, like, let's say these PNGs, so then people have more of a visual of what exactly you're trying to tell them. Like, go follow my Twitter, for example. So let's come over here to text one more time. So I have the scrolling text that I've been working on. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm just gonna cut it half so then people don't see it scrolling too much, and then I'm gonna resize it. So scrolling text is simple, but a very, very simple thing to do is just have a regular text, and you can do it like this. So then people know, since it's right next to the social media, to go visit your page, go visit your social media. Usually I'll make this a lot smaller because my screen would be a lot bigger, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. So these are what scenes are. You can take advantage of them to advertise whatever you're trying to do. Take a quick breather. We are human beings. We like to use the bathroom. We like to eat. We like, we sometimes have to go open a door. And we just need a quick breather, or we need to step away from the computer. And you don't want to leave your webcam, or you don't want to leave your game on a frozen screen. And so you have the opportunity to at least have something like this that is more interacting. Like I said, I'd like to tell newer streamers to treat their stream like if it's a TV broadcast. You are not going to be watching a show that looks like complete crap. So try to work hard to make your stream better and better and better. And as you grow, you learn new things. So thank you guys for being here. I do want to say thank you to my friend. I'm going to be posting his image of his question somewhere up here. Don't mind me, I just went full blown crazy. And you guys can feel free to, give him a follow too. He's a brand new streamer, so he could use any help. So this video is going to be going up on YouTube. If you guys want to, you could feel free to give me a follow below or a subscription below, and also hit the little bell and leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment on what you think about this video. Was it informative for you? Is there something that I'm missing? What should I work on next? Whatever you guys want. So just hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and hit the bell and help me out. I am a new YouTuber and any little bit helps. So thank you guys for being here, and I see you guys later. Happy streaming.